Hi, this is Steve, Norfolk Physical Therapy, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about headaches. They're common, and I think part of it is postural. And what we're seeing now is more people who are working on screens and they've got their head squunched down and they're doing this, and that puts a lot of pressure on the back of the neck. Now, what happens is a lot of headaches actually come from the muscles on the back of the skull. And these things, this skull is in a very upright posture, and you can see the muscles are about that long where they connect from the spine to the back of the skull. And if you look at the back of my head, you can see when I sit really tall, you can see how far apart those muscles are. Can you see the tips of my fingers there? So when I squunch, you can see that when you're like this, those muscles are contracted, they're tight all the time. So the tension builds there, and you might not actually feel the tension in your neck, but those have little trigger points in them that will send pain around to the back of your eyes and in your skull. So it's very common that we see people come in with headache complaints, and it's actually coming from the neck. And if you want to Google it, they're called cervicogenic headaches, which means generated from the cervical spine, from the cervical area. Now, there are various things you can do to treat those, and we have some specialized techniques that we employ. But one of the things that many of our patients have found useful is what I call book traction. You may wonder, particularly you millennials, you may wonder what these are for. And I'm going to show you. They have very special uses. And one of them is you can stack them. And this is, I already tried this, I already measured this for me. This is about the right height for me. And so you, depending upon your size, that's about 7.5 inches. So what you do is you need the edge of that book to put pressure on the small muscles on the base of your skull. So this is what it looks like. You get your head into position and you come right up there, and that edge has to catch right at the base of the skull and put pressure on the trigger points in those muscles. And that really, if you have a bad headache, that can be really quite comfortable. And it releases those muscles. If you just have it on one side, you can tilt the books a little off kilter so that you can catch just one side. There you go. That'll catch my right side. So that's a very effective way that you can treat that headache pain on your own, and it works pretty well. Another usage for these books is more and more people are doing things remotely, so you've got your laptop, and of course the screen and the keyboard are together, so you're squunched over again. So what we encourage people to do, if you're working on your laptop a lot, use those books, get a nice desk or a table, put your laptop up on top so you can keep your head upright, and then just get a remote keyboard and use it down there. They're cheap. Find them everywhere. They're inexpensive. But that should help you with headache pain if it's coming from those little muscles at the base of the skull. Give it a try, and if that doesn't do it for you and still have trouble, give us a call. We'd be happy to help you out. Thanks.